Some of the people in the Marie Curie networks were interested in making films or making something visual based on their own researches. And the initial idea was to have one training where they would learn to do things, and then we would let them go and do what they wanted to do. But we suggested, and this is an experiment for us too, that we have a long-term interaction, so that we meet first, teach them what they need to know, help them develop their film ideas or visual concept if you want, and then send them out, let them do the research and let them experiment and film while consulting with us, and after 6 months meet again to work on their materials and try to make something together.
As you see, for the actual sounds, there are different types. Now you can read it, I guess, and you can see it. So it depends if the source of the sound is visible. You can imagine the lady in the cafe who is working with the coffee machine, and you hear.
I don't have much experience with video, so because the aim of this school is that we need to finish with a ready movie. And we are going to meet again in 5 months, in May, after we shoot, to edit the material. So I plan to make first the short, maybe 7-8 minutes long video, which could be uploaded on the Changing Employment website and on the YouTube. And then in the end, when I like it, then I want to continue and shoot more things and do more videos, and then see what project could be out of it.
I came to this course in Budapest, this film training, to learn about how to do social documentary. So not only to learn basic things about how to use a camera and sound and so on, but also really to learn how to construct a narrative, how to write a script, and to be able to apply it in a very specific field of sociological research.
I want to look into experiences of migrants and presenting my findings not just through written form, but also through visual images, because I believe it's a more powerful, or at least an alternative way of bringing your message to the broader audience.
Okay, ideally, if we are having this interview situation and we put the mic only on him, we're going to have proper sound for him, and we can cover, maybe if it does Stefano not to ask too many questions, we can cover him with the boom.
And we might edit the question anyway.
Yeah.
I want to combine the visual with social anthropology around the issues of Romanians and Turkish working at night. So ideally I would be able to use the skills and doing the documentary to complement the night research that I'm going to carry out this year in 2015 in London, where my fieldwork site is. I really enjoyed the teaching, the teachers, Vlad and Clara. It's a great team because you have the filmmaker with the anthropologist who actually give us the concepts. For me, I'm taking the concepts from scratch, really, yeah. I value that a lot.
The concept of the whole program and of what we generally, Clara and I, offer is a mix between filmmaking, like documentary filmmaking, and social sciences and anthropology. So we both have experience in both and experience of working together, and it's important, it feels, to manage to make this step from people's ideas about how they approach reality, how they approach the other people, how they approach a topic, into how to make that visually interesting, how to create a story out of that.
The film which I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the ways that in the north of Ireland and in Cyprus, the sort of new influx of migrant workers from the accession countries from 2004 onwards, but especially from 2007 onwards, and the way that you have two places which traditionally have been places of emigration and are now seeing large influxes of immigration, and the way that you've got two divided communities and the way that that division impacts on the new people that arrive. I think that from the training that we've received this week has given me a kind of technical and theoretical understanding of the best ways of approaching the project.
There are definitely many things that I've learned this week that I could directly apply. things I did not really necessarily think about, but by learning the techniques and by viewing many different documentaries, it just opens up the number of possibilities that we have in terms of our own project. But I also believe that it actually also is a very good thing to have this in mind throughout our career. So it's just the first step. It's not only about the PhD project, it's also about any kind of research that we will be doing in the future. We will have these film skills that we could apply to any other topic that we look at later on as well.
There's no model for combining a PhD thesis with a film. There are some places where you do PhDs in visual anthropology, for example, where they try, but there's still a combination of text and film. I think that's important, so that you won't replace one with the other, because there is an interesting tension between text and image. And the problem is how do you do it? So whether you can do it at the same time, or whether you take one step and do your research and then start making the film. I don't think there is a recipe for that. For this kind of work that these Marie Curie networks aim at, I think it's easy to think of film as a possibility to expand on one story that excites you, and you think that more people should know about it than people reading your PhD thesis. So that's why we tried during this week to get them focused on a story that excited them and that they think it's worth telling for various reasons, because it's a beautiful emotional story, because it's a tragic story that must be told, because it's an exemplary story that should be given to more people. And for this, film is an excellent tool.